Jackets lose 3-1 to the Chicago Blackhawks. So, do you want to win a cup? Because if you want to win a cup, you play like Chicago. I don't know how they do it. Like Kane, they touch the puck and Kane's already at our blue line. Panarin's at our blue line. They're gone instantly. They know where each other's going to be. They know how to hit each other. They know, like, tape. They can make passes. They know how to pin move on. They just work well together. They have offense. They have defense. You can't do what we've been doing and riding our goalie. Bob played amazing because it's Bob. Start the game off. Chicago's in their zone. Like, they go around the net. Trubisky comes, cross-checks Duncan Keith. We get a penalty. Now, yes, he cross-checked him. Yes, he deserved the penalty. However, if that's Kane and he goes and does the same little move that Trubisky did to Zach Werenski, there's no call. That's not me being a biased fan. That's me knowing the NHL. You're not going to get calls going your way. It's Chicago. Little stuff is going to go against you. Egregious stuff is not going to go against them. That's the kind of thing that happens. So you got to play a clean game. And for the most part, we did, except for the little bit thing at the beginning that ended up in a Chicago goal because they won the face-off. It gets to Panarin. Panarin swings at it, kind of bobbles the puck as he shoots it, and it goes past Bob. If Panarin takes a regular shot like he normally does, like he gets control and does a good Panarin shot, Bob goes mine. But I think because of the way he shot it, it bobbled on him. It fooled Bob and got past him. Hawks up 1-0, less than a minute into the game. Not looking good. A lot of one and dones, but unlike the Carolina game, there was some pressure. The one and dones were really good shots, but it was always out of their zone instantly. We had a couple cycles, unlike the Carolina game, and it's just okay. So it's Chicago. You're not going to get a lot of stuff going your way. You're going to have to play more of a one and done style. So time goes on. Bob's keeping us in it because Bob, and so Jenner goes for a change, and Hartman comes over and kind of like gives him a cross check and just hits him. And Jenner turns around and goes, "Hey, stop that!" And like pushes him, and then Hartman goes flying like he got shot. So the ref goes, embellishment, roughing. I'm like, of course, roughing. I'm sorry, Hawks. You're right. That was rough. So we're 4-on-4. I like 4-on-4 hockey. Much better than our power play. So we get in the zone. We're cycling a little goo and a couple things. Taze picks it up. I'm like, darn. Taze goes to throw it into empty space because he knows John Wilson is going to take off. But he falls. So we keep it in the zone. We send it back down. Foligno gets near the front of the net. Gagne gets up front of him. Foligno just smacks at it. It goes in the net. Boom. Tied it up. That's what you have to do. You have to get in the dirty area, down by the net, and just grind it out. That's how you're going to beat Chicago. You can't one and done them, but I understand you're having a one and done style. It's Chicago. Drop the puck. Chicago pulls it back into their zone. We go puck watching, and so there's three guys up a little bit. They hit Kane. It is now Kane and Hossa with Werenski. I'm like, they're going to make this rookie like an idiot. And they did. Kane pits it as Werenski goes to put his stick down, block the pass. He pits it right in between his stick. Go over to Hossa. Hossa's far to the left. So Bob's like, okay, I'm going to commit. As he goes down and like goes to make the save because Hossa can't cut back, Hossa finds a way to cut back and pits in the empty net. Like 10 seconds after they scored. It's not how you play 4-on-4. You can't give Chicago the thing to jump. And so that's how the first period ended. 2-1 Chicago. And in the second period, I think the players got a talking to from the coaches on, hey, don't do this. It's going to fail. You can't give them that much space. So we did a better job. We backed off a little bit more, and Chicago got less breakaways. And Bob played amazing, and we kept getting one and dones. But still, no offense. We had 4 power plays in the game. None of them converted. So second period goes, not a lot happened, but we shut Chicago down more. We figured out how to do it. We like, okay, this is the defensive style we have to play. We're figuring out our defense. Hopefully, I think I'm coming to a conclusion. We're figuring out what to do defensively on how to fix that. And then once the playoff starts, the offense is going to click in. And I'm like, okay, now we can play offensive more. I think we're turned off. We're like, okay, we have the playoffs clinched. Let's just turn off offense. Let's figure out defensive problems now while it doesn't matter. I figured it out and then turn the offense back on for playoffs. But you're coming down to the end. You need offense now. You're not going to get home ice advantage. You're not going to get a good spot going into these playoffs if you don't turn it on now. So, second period ends, still 2-1 Hawks. And more of the same stuff happens to the third. We keep Chicago locked down, which is good for us. I mean, positive note, we're taking stuff away from Chicago. Third period goes, not a lot happens. We play strong defensively. Chicago played pretty strong defensively. We couldn't get much going. We had some offensive pressure, but it's been one of our better games of lately, which is really sad to say, but it's Chicago. They're at home. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff right, and everything has to click in order for you to beat them there. So we couldn't do it. Panarin gets an empty net goal because why not? And that's how the game would end. 3-1 Chicago. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the win. Would have been nice to pick it up, but you got Washington on Sunday. You need to beat them. You're at home in front of your fans. This is the time. Catch Washington. They lost to the Coyotes 6-3. The second to last place Coyotes beat the Washington Capitals 6 times. You have a really good goaltender. Washington took 48 shots. Mike Smith led in 3. Bob has going to stand on his head probably like he normally does. You got to give Bob some support. Get in the offensive zone. Put some pressure on Holtby. Put the puck in the back of the net. Let's go. I'm tired of no offense. You need the offense. With that, click like and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you later. Do you want to win a cup?